Hi guys, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be picking our July TBR. Every month it does feel more and more crazy to be saying that. I think purely for the fact that I film them obviously a month in advance. I am going into June reading for July. It just seems absolutely crazy that we are anywhere near the midpoint of the year. So we're gonna get in, pick 6 books today for our July TBR, and yeah, we will be using our trusty dusty TBR jar. We are nearly at the end, and then I'm not sure whether I'm going to refill or whether I am going to do it a different way. You might be thinking, where has the pretty pink cup with a bow on gone? That was so pretty and really nice and was so aesthetic and worked with it. Yeah, I broke it. It was on my bookshelf, and obviously it's glass, and it was on my bookshelf, and I had both my kind of doors open, and I was walking on the walking pad. I was having a great time, and I was messing around with the books on the bookshelf, like kind of like organising them and stuff while I was walking, trying to distract myself. And as I was doing it, I kind of pushed one book and it started sliding, and as it started sliding, it knocked the glass, and the glass fell off and smashed everywhere. So glass is broken, so we are back to our gorgeous plastic hand over face cup. I will try and invest in an actual TBR jar, but I just don't know what I'm going to do moving forward in picking my TBR. I did think this month I'm in a bit of a reading slump. Do I pick 3 and choose 3 books? I'm basically going to see how the TBR jar goes. The ultimate, they kind of like the end goal is that we end up with 6 books on our TBR, whether they're all picked from the jar or whether I end up mood reading a couple of them and picking a couple of them. We shall see, because if you look closely, and I will bring it closer, Tour de Force did not get read. So we did not finish our TBR last month as much as I tried. So this month, the only thing I'm focusing on is TBR books. So the videos that I plan to do this month are very much mood read, decide my own fate based. So fingers crossed we can get our TBR jar or TBR down. So now that we've done the housekeeping, oh, and also I've now got the whole Wicked set. Sorry guys, I forgot. Now that we've done the housekeeping, I'm gonna start picking, and we're gonna obviously pick 6 prompts out of the jar. Okay, oh, technically, The Wedding People is still on here as well. It's only off because I have started it, but if I can get it on the TBR, then that means like an automatic one that will be done. So I'll put that one here so it doesn't look like it's already on the TBR. Okay, prompt number 1. What have we got? I think that's upside down. Let's have a look. Intimidating book. Well, let me pull off some options and we'll have a look. That is not intimidating. Okay, so we have some options for intimidating book, and you might see a theme here. So we have Heroes, a novel, Saving Charlie by Ori Wallington. This is intimidating because I've been putting off for absolute years. I think it's based on a TV show. I have no idea. It looked cool in the shop when I bought it. Am I regretting that purchase? A little bit, but Heroes, potentially. We've got A Pocket of Lies by R.A. Sandpiper. Again, it's a fantasy. It's chunky. It's indie published, so I've got high hopes for it, but I am putting it off. But I could get the audiobook. See what I'm putting down? So I'm not sure. Then we've got If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. I'm so excited to get to this book and also so scared at the same time. I just don't understand how a book can bring out so many emotions for me all in one. We have Wicked by Gregory Maguire. I think I'm going to love this, but I'm scared I won't because it's my favourite musical. And like, if I don't enjoy it, I'm scared, and it is a bit of a chunker. So, and last but not least, Tour de Force by Christiana Brand. It's an old book, and that's what scares me. It's like a classic. And what do we know about classic? I don't particularly enjoy them. So we shall see. Right, what book are we going to pick from these? I don't have any of the audiobooks available for these yet. So it's not like, oh, I've got like this one coming in, so I will pick that one. I think the only audiobook that I've got coming this month is a romance, so it's obviously not intimidating. Do you know what? To honour the TBR from last month, we're going to put on Tour de Force by Christiana Brand, because I think the sooner I get this one done, the better, because then it won't end up like one of these books which have been on my TBR for ages that I'm putting off, because I don't want it to be like that. I just want to get it done. So, intimidating book, Tour de Force by Christiana Brand. And if the TBR carries on like this, I'm picking 3 of my own books that I want. Okay, prompt number 2. We have, what does this say? Audiobook. Okay, so I have 2 books which I know for a fact I've got available to me on audiobook, and it is The Wedding People, because I've already started it and I've got the audiobook, or Book Lovers by Emily Henry. Do I want to be responsible? Do I want to be fun? I think I'm going to go The Wedding People. I do really want to get Book Lovers on our TBR as well, so if it comes up again and I can attempt to get it on the TBR, then it's a must. So if it's an option for another one, it has to go on. But for now, we're going to put on The Wedding People by Alison Esbat. Am I going to regret that? I'm not sure. Okay, prompt number 3. Let's have a look. These videos always go so fast, honestly. I always put them off until the last minute, but they always go so fast. What we got? We've got friends to lovers. Okay, let's have a look. Nora is a cutthroat literary agent at the top of her game. Her whole life is booked. Charlie's an editor with a gift for creating bestsellers, and he's Nora's work nemesis. No, not friends. About the family mate. During the snowstorm of the century, Levi Cutler is stranded on a ski lift with a beautiful stranger named Jane. No. Surely the friendship factors. Alone in the world, Tay Holmes and her mother April pretty much raised each other, but as Tay starts asking questions about the father she never met, April, for the first time in her life, goes silent. To make matters worse, Tay is dangerously close to broke and is saved by landing a contract with an adventure company for athletes with disabilities and wounded warriors. While her first big fundraiser event falls flat, it brings Tay face to face with Riggs Copeland, the former Marine she hasn't seen since their brief high school fling. Tay is still intensely drawn to him, but likes her past burned and buried, hence their friendship pact. When April oddly refuses to help Tay track down her father, Riggs comes to her aid. On a hunt to unlock the past, they find themselves on a wild ride and learn a shocking truth, while also reluctantly bonding. Now Tay must decide whether she's going to choose love or walk away from her own happiness. They make a friendship pact. They're like friends, and obviously they're going to become lovers because it's romance. Yeah, we're going to go for this one. This is book 2 in the Sunrise Code series, but it's interconnected standalones, and I just have to get started on this series a bit more. I am so excited to read them. So yeah, The Friendship Pact by Jill Shalvis. Okay, prompt number 4. I'm quite happy with the TBR so far. It's on our side, I think. Oh, I've got more than one. Let's put one down. We've got this one. Okay, what have we got? Let's have a look. Female author. Well, we've got Next of Kin, Hits Different, Not in Love, Elizabeth is Missing, Book Lovers, The Paradise Problem, I mean, Murder at Maybridge Castle, but that's a Christmas book, New York Valentine, I don't know, Coming Home, all of these books. Sue, I think's a male. I hope this finds you well. I did say if we can get it on the TBR, we will. So obviously we're going to go for Book Lovers by Emily Henry, female author. I did say if it can go on for another prompt, it has to go on. So, okay, book number 5. We're doing so well so far. We've got quite a nice TBR. I've got one book that intimidates me, but 3 books that I'm very excited for. There's one more book on this cart which I'm like dying to get to, so I probably will end up reading it even if I don't get it on. What does that say? Young adult book. My issue is I don't really know what that means. Like a YA book, but I don't read YA really. So I'm gonna put that one in the bin and forget about it, and let's just pick another prompt, because I wrote these prompts a while ago when I was reading YA and it's just not really my vibe. So prompt number 5, real prompt number 5. Let's have a look. What does that say? A romantic comedy. Okay. I don't know if any of them are funny. Like, I don't know of any of these as being rom-coms. I'm gonna cheat. Basically, because I'm slumping, I'm giving myself like multiple cheats. So I'm gonna put that one to the side. We will put it back in, but we'll pick another prompt for prompt number 5. Honestly, guys, we'll pick a prompt this time that we can use. We've done so well so far. Maybe I was being too cocky and the TBR jar is now like, nope, we're not gonna do it. Right, let's have a look. Next book in the series. Okay, so obviously I could do The Family Mate or any of these books, but what we're going to do is we're going to do Strange Buildings by Uketsu, because if you've been around for a while, you will know I love Strange Houses by this author, and this is the second book in kind of like a interconnected standalone series, and I'm going to Matt's tonight, and I actually think I will probably end up taking this book with me because I've been looking at it, been staring at it for ages, and I just need to read it. So this is a great TBR. Okay, last and final prompt. What we got? Oh, one just fell out of me, so I think we're gonna have that one. It's this one here. What we got? I didn't plan for this. What does it say? Family picks. I am on a time crunch because Matt and I actually need to get back to his house and sort some bits out, so I'm not going to do that one today, but that one would have been a really good one, but they're just all busy and I'm on a crunch, so we'll pick this one and I will put that one back in the jar, so hopefully we can use that another time. What does this say? Okay, and it's ruined the TBR. Why? I think fantasy wise, I think we're going to go for The Pocket of Lies, purely for the fact I think it's one of the only fantasies on here, and I know I can get the audiobook soon. So this one says, bloodbound and penniless, exiled into cursed lands, hunted by death. When the thief Suri suffers a humiliating robbery she has one day to pay off an ugly debt. Her solution: abduct and impersonate a foreign princess at the royal ball. But the wickedly handsome Lord of the Wasteland, Cole, has gate-crashed the party to find the princess she's pretending to be. And worse, his bodyguards are the same ones who robbed her the night before. With Suri's knife lodged in Cole's right-hand man, stolen trinkets in her pockets, and now her kidnapped princess missing, she can't outrun the law. The king exiles her with one condition: assassinate Cole, and all is forgiven. But Cole has promised his own brutal revenge against her if his wastelands don't kill her first. So it says at the bottom, in this fast-paced fantasy debut, expect a powerful adventure, lots of twists and turns, and the start of a slow burn romance. Okay. I mean, I could love it. I've read fantasies before, like Powerless, and I really enjoyed them. I could love it. I could not. We shall see. But we will be reading it this month. So let's recap the TBR. We have Tour de Force by Christiana Brand for an intimidating book, The Wedding People by Alison Espat for an audiobook, The Friendship Pact by Jill Shelvis for Friends to Lovers, Book Lovers by Emily Henry for female author, Strange Buildings by Yuketsu for next in a series, and A Pocket of Lies by R.A. Sandpiper for a fantasy book. Thank you guys so much for watching this TBR video. Let me know what books you guys are reading this month, and any books out of these or any of my TBR that you really want to see in a video, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Goodbye!